Hello everybody, welcome back to this Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Here we are in the inn room that we've secured for ourselves. Volatus Kane just rolled out of bed, and I don't actually think, I don't recall ever showing the inside of the, or at least showing him waking up. I remember taking everybody through the inn, or through the inn room and showing him going to bed. But don't think I showed him getting up, and that's significant at this point in time because after the world servers went down and then came back up, there's a little secret to this. If you select the bed and we go down to examine the bed, there's a chance that we'll actually obtain a rare item. Square Enix is doing this as a way to kind of, it's just sort of a gift to characters. You know, everybody knows that that the character save data, the progression, is not going to carry over to a Realm Reborn. So what they started doing is just sort of handing out rare items, because I guess to give lower level characters and to give people who haven't earned those items, give them a chance to use them and to see how cool they are. I don't have any idea what Guy Balg is. So we're going to open up our gear. I believe everything is weapons, so we're going to choose weapon and see what Guy Balg is. It looks like it's a Lancer's arm, and I think it's random. I mean, obviously we're not a Lancer, we're not a, we don't use the pole arms, but, you know, that's still pretty cool. I think all of these require you to be level 52, so even though we get it, we're not going to be able to use it. But we did get earlier, in earlier play sessions, I checked the bed and I found a Thyrus, which is a high-level conjurer's arm. It looks like probably something a white mage would be using. And then the Stardust Rod, which I can't even equip, so I can't even show you what it looks like other than the little image there. But there it is. That's a two-handed Thaumaturge's arm, a Thaumaturge's weapon. I guess, yeah, it says requires black mage there, so that would be something that we not only have to be a high-level Thaumaturge, but we also have to be a black mage. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to give you guys a chance to see that. I wish I could show you the model itself. I know that would be really cool. You know, maybe we'll get to level 50. Maybe we'll make it to level 50 before a Realm Reborn hits. But in any case, we are going to head out and we're going to move on to the next set of story-related quests. I'm not sure if Baderon is who we need to talk to or not. I just sort of assume that he is. But let's make sure in our journal and see. Actually, no, we talked to Baderon before the end of the last story quest, didn't we? Baderon mentioned helping Hob out of his predicament at the Coral Tower, but also implied there may be something at a certain outcrop on the god's grip that may shine light on Ishtala's cryptic warning. It might be best to travel there before visiting the Barracudas headquarters. So it looks like we're going to be traveling outside the city. Ooh, where is this? This is down south, it looks like, near Oschon's torch. So we were there at a previous time, escorting Sissipu. So I need to run out of the city, and rather than show that, which has already been shown a couple of times, I'm just going to pause the video and resume again whenever I get to the gate, and then we'll show the run south and whatever kind of battles we encounter along the way there. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody. I am still actually inside the Mizzenmast Inn at the moment, and the reason I'm still here is because I thought it would be a good idea to grab some Battlecraft leaves before I headed out, and that brought up an interesting, or brought up a point that I've been meaning to talk about, which is down here called the Leave History Evaluation. If you've noticed during some of our Battlecraft leaves that we've been taking care of, we get, I think, faction points or guild points. I'm not exactly sure what the term is. We'll find out in just a second. But we can use those points and have Pyrrhal No we can have him evaluate our history and he'll give us a bonus quest. So I just wanted to show you guys about that. So let's see, we want to have our leave quest history evaluated. Oh dear, it appears that you already possess a leave for jellyfish in a barrel. I am sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you to return once you've completed or abandoned it. So he will give us a bonus leave, but it looks like we already have that in our journal. Jellyfish in a barrel. I'm not sure how we got that. But most of the time the quests that he'll give you for having your leave quest history evaluated are unique quests. They're just a little bit more difficult. But anyway, he's the guy who you talk to have your leave quest history evaluated. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, and I'll pause the video and bring it up again whenever we get outside the city. What can I say, folks? I'm easily distracted, like I've said before. One thing I haven't pointed out, which is where we are right now. Let's pull up the map and I'll show you guys. It's down here at, what's it called? Chocobo Stables, the Chocobo Stables. We've run past it many times on our way to and from the city, but this guy here, or woman here rather, Iceline, Iceline sounds more feminine, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. Iceline. She is the lady we're going to talk to whenever it comes time for us to actually get a chocobo, or at least she's the one we talk to here in Limsa, because we have to, I believe we have to buy the chocobo. What is it? There's like a card, like a redemption card, or some sort of an item, some sort of maybe a document or something that we have to buy from the company, the Grand Company, which is the I just forgot the name of it. What's the name of them here? The Maelstrom. The Maelstrom is the Grand Company here in Limsa, and we have to buy that chocobo document from them. And once we buy that document, we bring it to her, to Iceline here, and she will gift us with our very own personal chocobo. So this is the lady who we talked to for that. I'm not sure if we're going to do Limsa for our Grand Company, the Maelstrom, or if we want to do one of the other Grand Companies from Ulda or from Gridania. But in any case, that'll be fun, and I wanted to show you guys that. So again, promise, last time, I'll resume the video whenever we get outside the city. Alright folks, here we are just outside the city gate as I promised, and we are going to, if we pull up our map, we are going to head south pretty much. I wonder if we could make a stop off at Moraby Bay, because if you look down there, that's got a little sort of an aetheryte, what's the ethereal node icon, and what that means is that it's a teleport spot. Usually those teleport spots, you don't just teleport there from anywhere, you have to teleport there from a camp, and looking from the closest camp looks like Camp Bearded Rock, so it looks like once we visit Moraby Bay we might be able to actually teleport there a little bit faster so that we don't have to run. And since it's on the way down to the Oschon's Torch area, it looks like it wouldn't be too far out of the way for us to go and visit that ethereal node, so I think we're going to do that just to see something new, to make sure that we see something new and not just the same area we've revisited before. I wonder if there's any other way we can get down there just for the sake of variety. I think so. Certainly. I think I remember the way we went whenever Sisyphus led us down there to Oschon's Torch, but I'm going to try to go a different way, maybe just to see a little different variety. Take on a couple of Spriggans just because we can. Alright, let's hit him with fire. Yes, sir. No horsing around here. All business. What did we get for that? Lightning shards. Oh, he interrupted us. We got 112 experience points, which is 50% more than we would have gotten. We got a couple of wind shards. So it looks like these guys, the Spriggan collectors, these are the guys who we want to attack for these elemental shards. I can't really remember what the elemental shards are used for, but I'm sure it's some sort of a crafting item or a materia item. We didn't get any shards for killing him, but What are you gonna do? Make sure we're going the right way here. I like this area of Limsa because it's got a lot of gaps. It's got a couple of floors. I believe it's a kind of a lower level area we can see down there, and that's explorable. We can go down there and run around down there, which is cool, which is fun. And it's also got these bridges that are connecting the separate kind of plateaus. And again, coming back to the idea of how well designed these environments are, in my opinion. You know, I imagine, since this is a coastal area, that this place probably used to be filled with water, and some of these channels here, you know, you can just almost imagine the tide coming in, filling these canals, and then receding back, and how that would wear down the ground over time. And then you know, obviously the water hasn't filled up this area in quite a long time, because we've got trees and shrubbery and you know, organic life down there that wouldn't grow if it was continually filling with water. So, you know, it just sort of adds more history to the land, and I really like that. It makes me think about those kind of things, make me appreciate the obvious thought that went into its design. Oh, level 19 Dodo. That stands out. We don't see many 19 level characters here. Then again, I don't visit here, so what do I know? Maybe there are level 19 characters all over the place. Let's see. We want to... Oh, no, okay. So Morabee Bay is pretty close to here, it looks like. Wonder if we could see it. It looks like it's about straight ahead down there on that lower level there. And also, if we look on our map, we can see it up in the mini-map up there in the right-hand corner of the screen. It looks like there's a ramp, or a transition area here for us to go down to the lower level, right here. And we can see that on the map because there's a change in color. The change in the green there, it's a lighter color for the higher elevation and a darker color for the lower elevation, so that transition indicates where we can actually go down to the lower level. Looks like there's a cave over there. I think I want to explore that just for kicks and giggles. I'm sure there's probably nothing extraordinary back there, but still. I guess that's the whole point of the game, right? If you're not going to go exploring and adventuring, then there's not really much reason to play the game. So here's the ethereal node right here. And we really don't need to do much here. We just need to check in. I don't really think we actually need to do anything here. Yeah, so Camp Bearded Rock is the camp from which we would teleport from to this location, and we can actually teleport right back there from here if that's what we wanted to do to save ourselves a little bit of traveling time. But now that we've discovered it, we don't have to teleport to make it active. We don't have to do anything except just kind of click on it like we did. If we want to set it as our home point, we could do that. So if we had a quest out here, a leave quest that we were trying to fulfill, and we kept dying, we could set this as our home point so that we wouldn't have to, you know, travel all the way back here, or even keep teleporting here, because as you can see, it cost 1 anima to teleport here, and you know, if you use anima regularly, then there's a decent chance you could run out of it. I think the total quantity that you're allowed to have is 100, but depending on how far you're being teleported, you can run out of it a little bit faster than you might think, and especially if you're traveling in groups whenever you need to do a lot of teleporting. But lost my train of thought. But of course, setting this as your home point doesn't require any anima, and so so there you go. Just a little more convenient. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. The anima recharge rate is actually really slow. I think it's something like 1 anima point recharges for every 3 hours or 4 hours of gameplay. So if it's surprising how quickly you can use up anima, and it's even more surprising to see how long it takes to get your anima to recharge. So if you use 12 anima in one maybe 2-hour play session, it's really quite shocking to see that it could take, I don't know, I can't do that math in my head right off the. Oh, look at this, a level 78 enemy, Smolenko. Oh boy, I've always wondered with enemies like this, because the level cap is set at 50. So even if you had a team of level 50 characters, or level 50 fighters, I mean, you would still be 18. All of you would be level 18 or 18 levels below this dude. I mean, I've never really fought with a team of 8 level 50 players, and I'm sure that maybe you could distract him, or I guess with a team of more characters, you could at least have this enemy focus all of his attacks on one player. I can't imagine that player surviving for very long, but that time would give the others more of a chance to make a dent in him. And of course there are buffs, to kind of prevent damage, to make things a little easier. But I've always wondered about that, because I've seen enemies that are even higher level than this, getting up into the 80s and 90s. But anyways, I'm excited to find one. Definitely a unique looking enemy that we haven't seen yet before. So that's cool. I'm glad we came down here. But we do not want to be messing around with him. But anyway, to finish my earlier thought before I got distracted, yeah, it would take a long time to regain 12 anima. Certainly you wouldn't need to take a break from the game for 12 or for several days, but you would probably need to take a break from teleporting for at least a couple of days in order to make that anima back up. So, anywho, we're gonna head back up now and continue on our way down to Oschon's torch. Or there's a little spot of land that sort of juts out, a little peninsula there, just south of Oschon's torch. It is kind of neat to see those high-level monsters too, lurking just sort of in the crevices and the backwater areas of these maps. And even though this is definitely an area that low-level characters are going to get started with, so it's mostly low-level monsters for them to fight here. Do a little bit of digging. You visit the caves, visit the tunnels and the caverns of the land here, and you're going to find those high-level monsters. Aurelia. Have we fought any Aurelia before? They look like jellyfish. Well, level 14, so it's one above us, but I think we can take it. Let's hit it with some electricity. Go into active mode. Come on, buddy. Go into active mode. Active mode, please. Okay, don't go into active mode. Make you do it personally. Go through the menu here. There we go. No trouble. Oh, I'm stopped. That's an interesting thing to point out. That can be a real problem for characters who are who have relatively low HP like that. Sometimes creating distance between yourself and the enemy is a great way to to keep from dying. As obvious as that sounds, but with a move like that, where it stops you in your tracks, especially if you're in a group of enemies, that can spell pretty quick death. Hit it with heavy. I'm gonna run away. It didn't do any good. Alright, we're a little lower on health than I would like, so let's cure up. You know, the name of that enemy I just killed is the Puck hatchling. And if memory serves, I'm not positive, but I don't recall in any of my adventures, my playing with other characters or anything, I don't remember ever coming across like an adolescent Puck or an adult Puck. Makes me wonder what that creature would look like. I wonder if there is. There must be. I should do a Google search, maybe, or look at the wiki. You know, that's one thing, bringing up that, it kind of reminds me, I wish there was an in-game bestiary. That would be nice to be able just to keep track of all the enemies you fought. I'm sure that stat is recorded somewhere. I feel like it is. Maybe it's on the Lodestone website, or maybe a link shell website. I know that on the Lodestone it keeps track of your achievements and the camps that you visited, the ethereal nodes that you visit. I wonder if it keeps track of how many enemies and not just the quantity of enemies, but which enemies on the bestiary you've actually encountered and defeated. There's Oschon's torch. So we've got a cave off that way. Might be worth exploring. And looks like we've got another cave up here on our left. We can see it on the mini-map there. Anytime you see a C shape or a backwards C shape or a horseshoe shape, I think that when you see that outlined on the map, the brown line, let me point it out up here. This shape right here on the map, or this shape right here, that usually indicates that there's a cave down there. And it might be nothing more than just like this cave down here doesn't look like a cave as much as it looks like just a ramp down to a lower level. Is that where we want to go? Actually, yeah, I think that is where we want to go. But that usually that's usually what that shape means. It took me a while to figure that out, just by running around, because sometimes I would get lead quests that point me to a spot on the map that I just couldn't get to. I would run to it and it would be down on a lower level, and I thought, I can't see how to get there on the map. There doesn't seem to be any way to get down there. And then I ran around until I noticed a cave, and I noticed the corresponding shape on the map there, and I guess that's what that means. Alright, so it looks like we're going to trigger a cutscene here in a second. So we'll run down here and see what we got in store. Yep. And speaking of Sisyphus, hello, Volatus, have you come to catch more Remora? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, you came seeking treasure. That's odd. You're not the first to inquire about such rumors. There was a brash young pirate, I believe his name was Emmerich. It was said he discovered something on Seal Rock and hid it in these waters, something powerful, something best left to the assessors at Milvan's Gate, by the sound of it. However, as fate would have it, the Sahagin were also looking for that same treasure, thus the attacks on Limsa. Alas, you will no longer find any treasure here, Volatus, save for some pretty shells. Stallman fished the real prize out of the sea long ago. So we're going to be talking to Stallman. We got a glowing link pearl. So let's, I guess that's Baderon. Let's see what he's got to say. You ken the Kudas got him one Captain Hob on a stick, do you? What? Well, now they be scouring the cobbles for you, too. And all this, or a spot of sightseeing on the deck of one of their love barges. Get your arse over to the tower and turn yourself into the curs. They might just grant you mercy. Wait any longer and you might wake up one morning to find yourself in shackles. Well, that is not what we want. Let's see. Let's pull up our map. Oh, no, not our map. We want to go to our journal. Never the twain shall meet. Baderon has contacted you via the link pearl and told you that to avoid trouble it would be wise to turn yourself in to the Knights of the Barracuda before they come looking for you themselves. Thank goodness for the journal to explain everything. Okay, so we want to go up to the Musketeers Guild, and again, rather than run all the way back, we're just going to teleport straight there. Limsa, Limsa. Yes, transport. Right, Musketeers Guild is north, and it's on the second floor, rather, I guess, of the Limsa city. So we're on the right floor. The ethereal crystal. What's it called? I guess it's called the ethereal crystal. The teleport spot where we come in Limsa Lominsa is also on the second floor. I'm looking forward to showing you guys Gridania and Ul'dah before too long. I think I've said this before, but I believe this portion of the story. But those ships are right overhead, aren't they? Oh wait, that's an airship actually, coming in from Gridania or from Ul'dah. That's neat. Where are those other ships? Yeah, they are right overhead. We can see it just passing over right there. But I'm looking forward to showing you guys the other areas. I know it might be a little tiring to see Limsa, Lominsa, and the La Nasian landscape. Is pretty much all we've seen so far. But never worry, those other areas are coming before too long. For some reason, it seems like Limsa Lominsa is more prone to crashing for me than crashing my machine than any of the other areas. Not really sure why, but are we going the right way? No, we're not going the right way. Missed a turn back here. Yeah, this is the Culinarians Guild right here. Can we run through here? I don't think so. Let's just go up the ramp here. Probably going to get a cutscene whenever we step inside here too. Yep. So let's see what the Kudas do to us. They're too busy even to notice us. Still no activity reported from the Serpent Reaver ships off Tiger Helm Isle. Wait. Still no activity reported from the Serpent Reaver ships off Tiger Helm Isle. Reaver fleet east of Ogomoro has fallen back and is believed to be returning to Shposhe for reprovisioning. 5 Reaper ships remain anchored off the God's Grip. Runner sent to Fisherman's Bottom to bid them stay clear of the area. Oh, do I know this guy? Hob. Oh, this is Captain Hob. I do know this guy. Well, look who the navigator washed ashore. Right kind of you to join me here, Volatus. Would have been kinder if you'd graced us with your presence before they knocked me teeth out and confiscated me cargo, but I wouldn't want to seem ungrateful. Listen hard now, lad, if you value your pearly whites. All you tell him is that we were on the ship because we thought we saw some fishbacks and we wanted to warn the Commodore. Let him believe we're on their side. Go on now. Off to that Isaudarel character. Isaudarel. He'll know who to inform. So where is Isaudarel? He is inside here. There he is. Volatus Kane, this way. The prisoner, sir. This report says you were seen on one of our surveillance vessels. Now, what I want to know is, whatever compelled you to voyage into forbidden waters? Yes, spare me the lies. I've already heard Captain Hobbs' rendition. You saw some strange ships and boarded to inform the Commodore... You say you saw a sea serpent. Commodore. The mission was a success. Oh, this is Stallman. The serpent has been driven back into the depths. That is excellent news. Another victory for the Knights of the Barracuda. Perhaps if you consider tossing that accursed tablet back into the sea a victory. But of course, sir, when the sanguine sirens attacked the custom house believing we had hidden our witness there, it allowed us the opportunity to seize the tablet as evidence during the confusion. If it were not for the spinner's pull that day, the assessors would never have granted us access to the artifact. I would be more inclined to give thanks for our good fortune had Emmerich and Maraudalin not been allowed to escape. A prime opportunity to bring down both the Krakens and the Sirens has slipped through our fingers. That is true, sir, but there will be other opportunities. Possibly. For now it seems the Sahagin have pulled back out of Lominsan waters. Call back our fleet and inform the docks that the danger has passed. Sir. That leaves the matter of one Ishtala. I believe she may be guilty of espionage. But sir, the Admiral himself said that we owe her a great debt of gratitude for... You heard nothing from the Admiral, is that clear? I am meeting with Ishtala in 2 bells. I will inform her that it is in her best interest to confess to her crimes and turn herself in. If I had not returned by sundown, you are to send an armed unit of Yellow Jackets to the God's Grip. That is all. Yes, Commodore. Ishtala is right in the middle of all this trouble. A disquieting tale, yet there is little evidence with which to convict you. But do not think that I will hesitate to toss you in the brig if I hear you've paid another unannounced visit to one of our ships. On your way, adventurer. Well then, I guess we should consider ourselves lucky here. Let's see what our next step is with Never the Twain Shall Meet. Upon your surrender, Isaudarel takes you before Commodore Raynor. After telling him the tale of your ship being attacked by a sea serpent, Commodore Stallman arrives and reports his men used an artifact from Milvan's gate to drive the beast back to the abyss. He also informs Raynor that they plan on arresting one Ishtala for the crime of espionage. Follow Stallman to the God's Grip to learn his true intentions. Alright, that's our next step, but this video is just about over, so we'll close it out here and we'll pick up next time as we get ready to follow Stallman out as he goes to arrest Ishtala, charge her with espionage. So hope you guys are enjoying it. We'll see you next time, and bye-bye.